Welcome to Intelligence Gateway.
Hello! Today we are going to study Lecture 6 of Angular Complete Guide. Lecture 7 is Forms and Reactive Programming. In Module 7 we have these topics: Introduction to Forms in Web Development, Template-Driven Forms, Reactive Forms, Form Validation, Form Controls and Form Groups, Handling Form Submission and Form Events. Introduction to Forms in Web Development. Forms are an essential part of web development that allow users to interact with websites and provide information. They can be used for everything from logging in to making purchases, and are an important tool for creating engaging user experiences. Without forms, websites would be limited to static content that users could only read. Forms allow users to input data and interact with the website in a meaningful way, making it possible to create dynamic and personalized experiences. Template-driven forms. Template-driven forms are a popular approach to building forms in web development. With this approach, the form structure is defined in the HTML template and the data is bound to the form controls using directives. This makes it easy to create simple forms quickly, without having to write a lot of code. However, there are also some drawbacks to using template-driven forms. One major disadvantage is that they can become difficult to manage as the form becomes more complex. Additionally, custom validation logic can be challenging to implement with this approach. Reactive forms. Reactive forms are a more advanced approach to form development in web applications. Unlike template-driven forms, reactive forms allow for greater control and flexibility in managing form data and behavior. One major benefit of using reactive forms is the ability to create dynamic forms that can adapt to user input. For example, you can show or hide form fields based on user selections, or you can dynamically update form validation rules based on user input. This level of interactivity can greatly enhance the user experience and make your application more engaging. Form validation. Form validation is a critical aspect of web development that ensures the data entered by users is accurate and meets specific requirements. In both template-driven and reactive forms, validation can be implemented using built-in validators or custom validators. Common validation scenarios include checking for required fields, validating email addresses, and ensuring password strength. By implementing form validation, developers can improve the user experience and prevent errors and security issues. Form controls and form groups. Form controls are the building blocks of forms, and there are many different types to choose from. Text inputs, checkboxes, radio buttons, and drop-down menus are just a few examples. Each type of control has its own unique set of properties and behaviors that can be customized to fit your needs. Form groups are used to organize and manage form controls. They allow you to group related controls together and apply common validation rules or other behaviors to the group as a whole. This can be especially useful when dealing with complex forms that have many different controls and interactions. Handling form submission and form events. Handling form submission and form events is a crucial aspect of web development. Both template-driven and reactive forms have their own ways of handling these events, and it's important to understand how they differ. In template-driven forms, the submit event is used to handle form submission. This event is triggered when the user clicks the submit button or presses enter. In reactive forms, the submit event is handled using the onSubmit method. This method is called when the form is submitted and can be used to perform any necessary actions, such as sending data to a server or updating the UI. Conclusion. In conclusion, forms and reactive programming are powerful tools that enhance user interactions and data handling in software development. Forms provide a structured and intuitive way for users to input and manipulate data. They enable the creation of user-friendly interfaces, validation of inputs, and smooth data submission. Forms play a crucial role in various applications, ranging from simple contact forms to complex data entry systems. Reactive programming takes the concept of forms a step further by introducing a paradigm that allows for efficient handling of data streams and automatic updates. With reactive programming, developers can build responsive and dynamic applications that react to changes in data, user input, or external events. Reactive frameworks, such as ARCs or Reactor, provide a rich set of tools and operators to manage and transform data streams in a declarative and composable manner. By combining forms with reactive programming, developers can create highly interactive and responsive applications. Reactive forms allow for real-time validation, immediate feedback to users, and automatic updates of dependent fields. This approach simplifies the management of complex form logic and reduces the likelihood of errors or inconsistent data. Additionally, reactive programming enables developers to handle asynchronous operations, such as data fetching or event handling, in a more elegant and predictable way. It promotes a more declarative style of coding, making the codebase easier to understand, test, and maintain. However, it's important to note that both forms and reactive programming come with a learning curve. Understanding the concepts and applying them effectively requires some investment of time and effort. Additionally, choosing the right reactive framework or library for your specific project can be crucial to success. In summary, forms and reactive programming are valuable tools that empower developers to create user-friendly, responsive, and efficient applications. By leveraging their capabilities, developers can enhance the user experience, improve data handling, and streamline the development process.
Thanks for watching. For more information, like, comment, and subscribe our channel.